Hello everyone, and today's notable interactive chess game, we have Daniel Fridman with the white pieces and his opponent was Sebastien. Daniel Fridman is a very strong Latvian-German chess player. He is chess grandmaster and he was Latvian chess champion in 1996 and German chess champion in the year 2008, 12 and 14. So his opponent is also a very strong French chess grandmaster. So this chess game was played in the year 2006 in France. So let's see what happened. Fridman starts the game with d4, d5, and we have the Queen's Gambit declined Marshall defense, and it is transposing to the Slav defense. Knight to c3, d takes on c4, Slav accepted. So actually in this position, this is the Alefin variation of the Slav. So bishop to f5, knight to e5, and then capturing the pawn, knight to e5, knight from f to d7, e4, and after knight takes on e5, we see e takes on f5. If d takes, then queen takes, and it is going to be this boring continuation. So keeping the queens on the board and capturing the bishop and not allowing pawn takes knight and exchanging the queens. So knight goes back and a5. Knight goes back. If knight to d5, queen to b3 is strong for white. That's what the engine said. And a6. So Fridman wants to create weakness from the queen side. And we also see that black has a passive position, so b6. If b takes, then white has a strong position. And you can see that this c and a pawn are potential targets for white. So b6 and then d5, pawn break, c takes, queen takes, hitting the rook on a8. So knight up and defending the rook. So knight to b5 and threatening things like, I think, queen takes rook, queen takes queen, and then knight to c7, forking the king and the queen. So we have rook over defending and bishop to e3. White potentially has bishop sacrifice on b6 at the correct moment and creating a passer on the a file, sacrificing the bishop and creating a passer, and this a pawn is going to be supported with the rook and with the queen and potentially with the slight square bishop. So knight gives boots to the queen and then knight takes, e takes on d6. Well, if queen takes, then this is what I was talking about. First throwing the bishop in and king moves, and then after exchanging the queens, here comes boom. So knocking the pawn off with the bishop, sacrificing, but how to stop this a pawn? So you always have to be aware of tactics like this when you are playing chess in your own chess games. And then bishop to c6. So we can see white has prospects and black can't defend this. Black has to sacrifice the rook and lose the game immediately. So we have e takes on d6 and bishop check, knight to d7 and Fridman castle, bishop to e7, and black is getting ready to castle, but only if white allows him to. Queen to b7 by Fridman, exclamation point, a very annoying looking move, and black can't castle. We have rook to c7, hoping to kick the queen back and then castling safely. But in this position, if castling, then we can capture the knight and black is losing a piece. And if something like rook to b8, what would you do in this position? Bishop takes knight, queen takes on d7, that was check, and then capturing the rook. And if queen to c7 finally, then rook over, and this is a very strong move. So what else? And then creating a very dangerous passer, and this is terminal for black. So rook up is next. And also white can capture on a7 if necessary. So you can see that this is a completely losing position for black. So this is why rook to c7 And Mace was hoping that white is going to defend his queen, and then after defending the queen, black is going to castle, and life is great. But in this position, Fridman played an amazing move. Can you guess that move? Rook from f to c1, exclamation point, sacrificing the queen and also threatening to capture the rook, so what else? But after sacrificing the queen, black can't stop the passed a pawn, which is the b pawn right now, as rook to c8 is next, and the knight, the potential defender of c8, is pinned to the king because of this bishop. So d5, planning bishop to d6, and then defending the key square of b8. And then simply rook goes up, and this is basically losing for black. But in this position, what happens if queen to b8, then simply rook to c8, and black is losing immediately. Black is getting checkmated, or queen to e8, checkmate. So how about castling? Well, this is a very beautiful continuation. Rook up, so capturing. So white was also threatening to capture the knight and then pushing the pawn, I think. So takes and then promoting the queen. So what else? And then rook takes on a7, and there is no back rank checkmate threat because of this bishop defending on c1. And also this is hitting the knight and at the same time hitting the bishop. So this is a very nice skewer. So losing a piece. And if in this position, instead of this, if rook to c2, then simply this time capturing the knight, and white is winning because there is no back rank threat. Interesting. So there are so many beautiful tactics available in this position. But this is why we see d5, basically planning bishop to d6 and defending b8. But then rook up, and black is losing. So bishop to d6. And okay, it looks like black extricates himself with this move. He is extricating himself from this difficult situation. But white played an amazing move. So after that move, black resigned. That move is double exclamation point, a very beautiful move. So if I give you only a couple of seconds, if you need, you can also pause the video. Can you find the next move of white? That's a very strong move. And after that move, Sebastien Mace resigned. There is no defense for black. Okay, if you are ready, this is the move. Fridman played bishop to f4, double exclamation point, and black resigned on the spot, attacking the key defender with sacrificing the bishop for creating, for deflecting the bishop, and at the same time, well, this is a tempo move because in this position white is threatening rook to e1 check at the same time. So if accepting the sacrifice, this is losing immediately, that's check. So black is getting checkmated, the knight was pinned. So bishop takes doesn't work at all. And if bishop to e7, then rook takes. And this is a very simple continuation, and then promoting the queen, and white is a rook up. And if bishop to b8, then rook to e1, check, and then simply capturing the queen, checkmate. So finally, nothing works actually for black, but if bishop to b4, defending on e1, then check, and again deflecting the bishop, and then promoting the queen, the knight is pinned. So if castling, then simply capturing, and then capturing the rook, and this time white is a piece up. So what an incredible, what a beautiful final move by Daniel Fridman. He created tons of complications for his opponent. An amazing chess game with full of beautiful, amazing tactical ideas. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed watching this chess game, and I hope you have seen some of the beautiful key tactics in this chess game. So these kinds of chess games are going to be highly beneficial for your chess play as well, as there are so many beautiful tactics to spot. It's like solving puzzle after puzzle. Again, thanks again for watching, and bye bye.